Hi, I'm Jimmy Chang. We're here to talk about how to solve trigonometric equations by factoring. Now, when it comes to factoring using trigonometric equations, you actually factor the same way you would regular algebraic non-trigonometric equations, even though it might take a little getting used to. But what you want to think about is using the things you've learned about trigonometric values and identities, and you might need to take the inverse trig functions to find out the actual angles that you're looking for. Here's an illustration. Suppose you have the equation sine squared theta minus sine theta minus 2 is equal to 0. Now you actually solve this and factor it the same way that you would back in the old algebra days, because sine squared theta, for example, breaks up into sine theta and sine theta. And where you want to think about is factors of minus 2, that's going to add to give you negative 1. Because there's actually a 1 in here. So what you want to think about is the only two numbers that will fit is minus 2 plus 1. And once you have that, since both of them are set equal to 0, you can take each equation and set equal to 0. And then try to solve for theta if possible. Now in this particular case, in both equations, you want to get the sine theta on its own. So in this case, you want to add 2 to both sides. So you have sine theta is equal to 2. Now, this should give you a warning sign, because in all the times you've studied trigonometry, there's no sine value of an angle that's going to give you 2. So this actually has no solution. Now, for this one, we're going to hope for a better answer. Subtract 1 on both sides, so you have sine of theta is equal to negative 1. Now, at this particular point, you want to think about sine of what angle is going to give you negative 1. The only angle that's going to work there is 3 pi over 2, because you know sine of 3 pi over 2 is equal to negative 1. So as a result, the angle here, the answer is theta is equal to 3 pi over 2, and that's the only solution we have in this particular equation. So the bottom line is, when you're trying to solve trigonometric equations by factoring, you factor using the normal methods that you might have learned before, and then solve for theta, or the angle, whenever possible. So, I'm Jimmy Chang, and that's a brief overview as to how to solve trigonometric equations by factoring.